Cool, I'm gonna get started. So, welcome everybody. I'm going to be doing a playthrough of the Drift, and yeah, I'm really excited about this because I have the third sector in the game now, and hopefully we get there. But I don't know if we will get there this playthrough. But the idea is to test Sector 1, maybe get into Sector 2, and then save it. And on another stream, we're going to tackle Sector 3 because it will be the first time we are trying that sector. Um, so yeah, I'm not going to explain too much about what it is you guys are seeing. I'll be explaining as we go along, but I'll give you a general overview to start off with. So the Drift is a new solo roguelite adventure, and I'm designing this game to be very minimal table presence. It's going to be a game that you can play solo, that you can play it, get to the table in less than a minute, save your game in less than a minute, and store away in less than a minute. So it's going to be a game that's very versatile, and it's kind of a game for the busy person who doesn't have much time to game. You can play this game for bouts of 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 2 hours, 3 hours. It's up to you, really, because saving the game is going to be so easy. So this is all prototype stuff. What you're going to see here is you have cards on the table. This is actually going to be all in like a neatly organized tray that you just pull out the tray, and you don't have to actually put any decks on the table to play this game. Everything's going to be organized in the tray system. So it's going to be predominantly comprised of this guide, 2 player dashboards with all of your tokens, and then there's going to be a lid, so you can just snap the lid onto these. And any cards that are in play, there's going to be a section where you can tuck the cards into the tray system and start and save as fast as you want. So yeah, that's sort of the idea of the Drift. It's sort of a roll and move kind of resource management survival game. So we have hunger, thirst, health. We have hull damage to our ship. We have a condition tracker. So as we take damage and stuff, we're going to be getting our condition tracker is going to go down. We have some skill cubes that we can use to do special actions, as well as our resources. So there's 13 resources in the game. We have mods that we can use to modify our ship. We also have gear that we can apply to the character. There's a gear skill tree. So as you can see, sort of this is tier 1, 2, 3, and 4. And as you unlock 1, you unlock 2. And a lot of the unlocks in this game are going to actually carry over to the next game that you play. So yeah, let's dive in. We're going to go ahead and set up Sector 1. So to do that, what you would do is you would grab the sector deck. In the actual game, this will be its own separate tuck box. And you'll give it a shuffle, and you'll just start placing the cards with the arrow facing in a line. So quite simply like this. It's a lot quicker on a real product, but here we go. There's our warp gate for the end. We know it's for the end because of the arrow. I'm just kind of giving some space. There's our rule. Every sector is going to introduce a new challenge. So in this case, because we're in Sector 1, our challenge is the unpassable wall. So I'll explain that in a second. I'm just going to move that down out of the way. All right, let's go ahead and lock these down so we don't move them around. And I'm just going to duplicate our ship. So we have this is our SS Raptor. I'm going to go ahead and put that right here. So let me explain what you're looking at. This is a sector. A sector are tuned sort of a level in a video game. What's going to happen is you're going to try to move your ship from one end of the sector all the way to the other without starving or getting thirsty and dying. So, or your ship exploding. So these are the sort of what's going to happen is you're going to move along these sector squares. These are what we're calling the Drift. It's going to be like a wild space that when you're in there, it could be advantageous because you take less stamina to move further distances, but it's random sort of where you're going to move. And then you have locations you can visit and all that fun stuff. So you'll see all of this as we get going. But for now, all you need to know is that to win, we're going to move our SS Raptor from one gate to the other, okay? But there's a little bit more to it. So in the quantum guide, this is our our quantum guide epsilon is our sort of our space anomaly that is helping us escape the void. So he's provided us with all the information we need about all the locations, all the point of interest at those locations, the odds of finding resources, the odds of finding shelter, fire, hazards, all that fun stuff. So every location, here's the points of interest for the Aqua World, and then we have the frontiers, and I'm just going to go through this quickly. The Varden Heaven, we have the Sylvan Wilds, Star Sanctum, Meaty Haven, Derelict Ships, Spacer Cache, what else? Titan Scraps, and the Nexus Port, which is a little bit different than the rest. We have food items that we can craft and then consume to gain the benefits, so eating is good, drinking as well. We have our gear as well here, so what you can do is in the actual game, you're going to be able to make a check in the book as you are gaining this tech. So you can, you have to, before going to tier 2, you have to build something from tier 1. So it's really that simple to unlock those. Yeah, and then we have sort of general items, and then new to the book, not quite yet complete, but these are the actual mods. So there's some the mods here. As you can see, I haven't applied the resources yet, so I'm still working out the things. But this is the page I wanted to get to. So here we have the Sector 1 missions. So every sector has a mission. Why the missions are important is there's nothing that's going to happen if you fail, but what that means is these skill cubes that you can use in the sector are very important. And the only way to replenish these cubes is by completing the mission. So I'm going to go ahead and roll right now the D12, and we're going to see what mission we're going to be doing for Sector 1. So we got a 10. So here we are, Safe Harbor. So shelter is survival. To build it is to understand that the void respects only those who prepare it. You must learn or you will be lost. So the objective is to craft a shelter during this sector. That's pretty easy to do. The reward is to place 3 skill cubes on our dashboard. So that's nice to know. The bonus is if you craft the shelter without taking any damage to the sector, gain 2 resources of your choice, excluding hull frames. Okay, cool. So we're going to try not take any damage on our ship. We should be fine. And yeah, we're going to build the shelter. So the shelter is over here. Hull patch, fire kit, shelter. I'm just going to take this down because this is sort of my objective. I'm going to have a space on the dashboard for gear that is not quite built yet, but maybe you're aiming towards so that you can quick reference what you're going to need. So in this case, I'm going to need a leaf, a fiber, and some wire to build the shelter. So there we go. We have our objective, and we're going to go ahead and see what's up here. So we have Sylvan Wilds and a Star Sanctum. So I'm just going to go and check now and see what the odds are of getting the materials that I need at those locations. So let's go ahead and check out the Star Sanctum first. So 100% fiber, which is one that we need, 42% leaf. So the Star Sanctum is going to be a pretty good objective. And the wire is 42 as well. So not bad, not bad. I will note to everybody, if you're wondering, all of this is prototype art, prototype everything. I've only had the character cards commissioned, so we had those commissioned by Ludima V, as well as the box art that you can see up here. So the box art has been commissioned as well, and again, it's all still so early, so we don't know if that'll change or not yet. But anyways, let's get going. So we know we're going to head towards the Star Sanctum. That is right here. There's a lot of drift around it, but I'm not too worried. So here's how you play the game. The whole game is played by taking actions. The actions are all going to be laid out in the rulebook. You can take as many actions as you want, in whatever order you want, as long as you have the prerequisites to do that action. So the first action we're going to do is what we call a warp action. So to do a warp action, you move your warp token down 1. You grab the dice for whichever your stamina level, it's a hard word to say, stamina level is at. So right now we're currently in high, so we're going to be grabbing all 3 of the white dice, and we're going to go ahead and roll them. And then these are going to give us directions. So what we have here is a wild with a hazard, or sorry, a, a condition. So we're going to actually move a condition chip When that gets to the bottom, bad things will happen. And then we have another wild, and we have a right-hand turn. So I'm going to go ahead. You always have to use one of these dice. So I'm going to use the 2 wilds, and I'm going to go ahead and go 1, 2. And I don't necessarily want to use the right-hand turn, so I'm just going to exhaust it. I'm going to go ahead and do another warp action. Grab my dice. And we got ourselves another condition. And it looks like we got 2 forwards now, which is great. So we're going to go 1 forward here. I could go into this. This is not necessarily a bad thing. So these hazard symbols here means that I have to draw from this card. They could be explosions to the right, explosions to the left, explosions forward, or it could be a resource, or it could be something that's going to block one of my resource tracks. So it's not all bad, but it's not all good either. So I'm not going to take the chance, and I'm actually going to fly to the right here. Or sorry, yeah, that's the right. So there we go. And I believe I already used the 2 forwards, so we'll go ahead and put those back. All right, so there we go. Now what we're going to have to do is get into the drift. So we're going to go ahead and do another warp action. I'm going to roll my dice, and we got another condition. We're getting a lot of conditions right now. I feel like to enter this warp, the drift, I want to go to the right first. So I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to go into the right. So as soon as you enter a drift space, what you have to do is roll the drift dice. You're always rolling the drift. Okay, so we got 2 conditions. We are really burning through that quickly, but we have a wild. So I'm going to go up 1, and I'm going to roll that dice again. It's a dice rolling game. All right, so here we go. We're going to go to the right, which is not necessarily something we want to do. We want to go forward. So I'm going to look at the flip side of this dice, which it is a forward. So anytime you want to flip the drift dice, you have to burn 2 stamina. So I'm going to go ahead and burn 2 stamina. Oops. To flip this to, you guys saw it, the straight action. So there we go. Now I'm in normal drift space, and I still have some drift dice that I can use. So I'm sorry, not some drift dice, some regular warp dice. So I'm going to go ahead and use this warp, and that's going to get me to the location. Once you're at the location and you want to visit it, you just simply bring your dice back, lower your warp down 1, and now we're visiting the location. So visiting the location, pretty simple. You go over to your quantum guide, find the page for the location you're at. In this case, we're at the Star Sanctum. Now here, what we could do is we have to find what point of interest we're going to go to. So they're numbered 1 to 12. So we're going to figure out where we're going. We're going to go to location 5, which is the Void Sentinel. So on the next page, we find the Void Sentinel right here. And we look and we see what's available to us. So at every location, you can gather 3 resources. However, with Kimberly's special action, so she has I can remove a cube to collect an additional resource at this location. Okay, so we know we want the fiber, which we're going to take. So let's go ahead and take 1 fiber just for now. So we'll move that off the 0 spot to the 1. Void Sentinel also has crops, meat, salvage, and glass. These are all kind of rare for this place, I believe. Yeah. Well, glass is 100%. Salvage is pretty low. Meat is very low too. So I think I didn't get the leaf, unfortunately, but I did get the fiber. I'm going to go ahead and take salvage, and I'll go ahead and take the glass as well while I'm here. I'm not going to spend any of my action cubes at this point. So we didn't quite get enough to craft the shelter yet, but there is a shelter at this location. So what that means that if I wanted to, I could take a rest action. Now, my stamina is still pretty high, so I'm not going to rest yet. I'll try to take that over. So the last thing I have to check is there a hazard at this location, which there is. So that means that there's something bad's going to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw the top card from my hazard deck, and I'm going to see what's going on. So here we have the shifting vortex. It's got a I'm going to zoom in on this so I can point to things. It's got a survival icon. It's got a tool icon, the words navigate, traverse, and as well, I'm looking at sector 5, or I'm looking at 5 plus as my target. So I'm going to do a test right now, and I have to get 5 plus. If I pass, I'm going to get some wood. If I fail, I'm going to get some hallucinations, which is really bad. So I really want to pass this. But what's really great is if you go over to my character, you can see that Kimberly here comes with a survival icon. So what that means is I can actually augment this dice result by 1. So instead of the 5 to pass, I can pass with a 4 plus. So that's unfortunate. I didn't get the 4 plus, I got a 2, which is really bad. So Kimberly's going to be suffering from some hallucinations. Not a good start. So let's go ahead and grab the hallucinations card right there. And let's just put this over by our condition track. So now we're going to have hallucinations. And what that means is we're going to have -2 stamina and -2 hunger every time the condition track reaches the bottom, which it almost is doing. And to remove this, I actually need to spend a root, a leaf, a fungus, and 2 meat. So I'm in a lot of trouble if I can't get rid of that soon. So that's going to be kind of a priority right now. Yeah, so I'm just going to discard that right here. We don't need it anymore. So unfortunately, we got the shifting vortex. We fell a victim to that. And I'll explain like why there's keywords and the symbols and stuff even more as we get going. So yeah, that's the Star Sanctum. I'll keep that right there. Cool. So now we really need to get back and find those leaves. I'm going to look at my next target, which I believe I'm going to try. I might try to get over to the Sylvan Wilds because I think I have a good chance of getting leaf and roots at the Sylvan Wilds. So let's just go quickly check that out. So yeah, we have 100% fungus, 66% root, 100% leaf. This is where I need to be going at all costs. So let's go ahead and do that. So what's going to happen is my stamina now is at 0. So I'm going to go ahead and take my dice. I'm going to have to remove a stamina marker, and this will reset to the beginning. So let's go ahead and roll. And I'm going to really try my best to scooch on over there. Okay, so we got another condition. This is already not looking so good. So we have a right, which we don't need, 2 to the left, which is going to put us into an unpassable wall, which would actually give us damage. 1 to the left, which is probably my best bet. I don't want to flip any of these dice. If I did, it's going to cost me a stamina. So let's go ahead and go 1 to the left, put us into drift space, give this a roll. That's perfect. We're going to go up 1, give this another roll, and we're going to go up 1 again. All right, perfect. So now what this is to the, I gotta look this, I can't rotate the dice unfortunately in Tabletop Simulator. This is to the left 2 times, so that's something we definitely need. So we're gonna go 1, 2, and then I'm gonna flip this and see what it is. So that is to the left as well, which is great. So I'm gonna take this, flip it, go to the left, and we made it. So perfect, but we did use a little bit of stamina to get that to that location. So we're going to go down 1 to signal that we're going into the planet, and we're going to go to the Sylvan Wilds. We're going to roll to see our point of interest, which is 4, and we have Heaven's Hollow. So before I do that, I'm actually going to here we go, 4. So Heaven's Hollow, we have a rest, which is great. So I think I'm going to take the rest action now. So what that means is I can go 3, I can replace 3 stamina cubes, and for every 3 stamina cubes, I'm losing 1 hunger and 1 thirst. So I'll put those up over the top there. And then I'm going to replace the other one, and because it's not a set of 3, I don't have to lose the hunger and thirst, which is great. So great little action there. Okay, so here we go. We know we need the leaf, so we're going to take the leaf, and in fact, I'm going to take the leaf twice. 1, 2, because we need the leaf for the shelter, and we need the leaf to get rid of our hallucinations right now. I was really hoping there'd be some root here, and there's not. But there is some fungus, which we need. So we're going to go ahead. We've taken 2 leaves. We'll go ahead and take 1 fungus. So now we have the leaf, the fungus, and we have no meat. Is there any meat at this location? There is not. All right, cool. So that's going to end this location's action. There's no, what do you call it, hazard there or danger. So that's cool. We're done this location. We still really do need to get 2 meat and that root. So we have 2 options now. We have the water world or we have the frontier world. So let's go ahead and just quickly check those. They're right at the beginning. So aquatic world, 33% meat. It's not so good. Frontier world is 41% chance meat. A little bit better. Still, I don't like those odds. But the root's at 100%. Whereas here, root is at 8%. So we're going to have to hit that water world first, which is fine with me. All right, so we got a lot of ground to cover. We're probably going to get hit with the hallucinations, but that's just it. So here we go. We're going to take a warp. Yeah, anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. I will respond to comments as I get to them, and keep in mind there's a bit of a delay too. So this is great. We're going to go over 1 to the right, and then we're going to go up 2. I'm just going to keep the dice there because we're doing another warp action right into it. All right, so we're going up twice. 1, 2, and I don't want to go to the left. What can I do? I can go to the right with that. So we'll go to the right, and let's go ahead and do another warp action. And there we go. We got our first condition. So I'm actually going to try something. I'm going to delete these. So we're going to reset the condition to the top, and we're going to take 2 stamina and 2 hunger. So there's 2 stamina and 2 hunger. All right, so that sucks. That sucks. And then we reset the condition marker. All right, so what can we do here? I don't want to go to the right, but I definitely want to go with my 2 wilds. So we're going to go up 1 and then over 1. And ooh, if I take the stamina, I'm going to take the stamina to go and get the wild and make it to that location. There we go. So there we go. We're going to go down 1, and then that's going to reset, and we can visit the aqua world. So here we are, the aquatic world, and let's go ahead and roll. So we're getting a 10, which is the lone tree. The lone tree, pretty safe. So there's a fire. If I did have some meat and some cooking items, I could cook with the fire. There's a bunch of recipes that allow us to cook, but I'm definitely getting that root right away. So let's go ahead and get 1 root. I feel like the sludge, and just thinking that like the hunger is getting down, the crops, I'll be able to cook the crops to, was there meat? Did I land on meat? 10. No meat. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take 1 more crop because I might need to cook something soon because my hunger's already yeah. So there we go. Thankfully there's no hazard here, so there we go. Let's take a quick look at what's up against us. So another water world coming up, and then we have a Titan scrap. Titan scraps, dangerous locations, but I think it's mainly ship parts, if I remember. Yeah, so 100% salvage, battery, wire, wood. there's no meat, so that's not even worth it for us. I guess I can hit up the Aqua World again and just hope. Really, it's either, that's all I have. It's Aqua World. There's a derelict ship. There's a derelict ship. That might save us. Let's check out that derelict. Salvage meat is at 8%. Ooh, not good. All right, I think I'm just gonna have to hit up the Aqua Worlds and hope for the best. What were the odds again? So 33%. All right. Yep, I'm just gonna make a note here. We are playtesting. I feel like I needed to have another planet, at least one planet in here somewhere that will give meat. But you know what? I'm just gonna make a note. Just watch for that balance. Cool. All right, so we're gonna watch out for that resource balance. But so far, it's feeling pretty good. I think there's something I can do. I just wouldn't want it to be that you can't ever get the resource you need. Okay, cool. Let's move on. So we're now going to head towards the next aqua planet, which is a bit of a jump. We're also going to really need to get, we're going to need to rest soon. It's starting to look pretty dire, so that's a wild. Okay, so we don't want to go to the right. We definitely want, oh, there's a condition. So we're going to use the wild. We're going to go up into here, roll the drift dice. We're going to take 2, and then we're going to go up again. We're going to use a warp dice. We're going to go onto the hazard. Oops, give that shuffle. Bam. Okay, so we're going to do an explosion to the right. So that's going to push us. We can't go off. So that's going to push us here. But because it tried to push us off, we have to damage the ship. So unfortunately, we're not going to get that mission accomplished, the bonus for this sector because of that. So that's unfortunate. But we're still in the game. I'm going to be crazy and do a flip to get that wild. So because I'm going back onto this, I don't have to apply the effects again. So anything you land on, you can only ever have happen once. That even planets. So I can't go to a planet twice in a turn. So that's something to keep in mind. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and now I'm in my low stamina dice. So it's going to get a little harder to move and a little bit more dangerous. Wow, that dice really went for a walk there. Okay, so looks like we just took 2 more. I may end up dying if I don't think. 1, 2, and I don't want to turn this, but I want to turn this, but I can't. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and roll again. Oh my God, 2. So there we go. That's 1, and then 2. So we're going to take 2 stamina, which is going to get rid of our stamina completely, and 2 hunger. I was really aggressive here. Okay, so we are going to go to the right. I do want to go up 2, which is going to put me here. And it's going to give me 1, 2. But I'm going to get to go this way. Yeah. And then I won't use this. All right, so something a little bit unfortunate is happening now. So we have no stamina left. So now to do a warp, I'm going to do a warp, but I when this gets to its lowest, because there's no stamina left, I'm gonna have to take from the thirst track. So anytime I were to lose stamina now, I have to lose from whatever track here is highest. But we're still good there. We haven't quite hit the lowest, the reset yet for that. All right, so we're taking another condition, but we're going up 2, which is exactly what we wanted. 1, 2. And then I'm going to check these dice. There's the right we need. I'm going to use that. I'm going to do a flip. I don't have a stamina to flip that dice, so I'm going to have to take a thirst. And that's going to put us onto the aqua world. And we're going to hope to God that we find a location with a tent. 6. So the rustic ruins. Perfect. So it does have a tent, which is fantastic. So we are going to first go ahead and there's no meat though, which is what we needed. Which is unfortunate. So there's no meat, but we did get a tent. So we're gonna go up. I'm not gonna put all of them back. I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. So I'm gonna have to take 2 thirst and 2 hunger. Okay. But we are back at full stamina now. I'm just gonna play the game with not having all the markers. How do I delete these? Oop, there we go. Yeah, I want to see what it feels like to just sort of not have to remove cubes all the time. Cool. Location. So here we are at the location. We have to do that, which brings our stamina down 1, resets that, and now we can go to the location. I think I already did that. I don't know. But yeah, we got a 6. So we have a tent. We did the tent action. We're going to pick our things. So root, fungus. I just want to see what I can cook, if I can cook anything. So I need a fire kit. So let's just see what the fire kit is going to cost me. First, let's go to the food items. Fire kit. And I'm just going to put this over here. So leaf, a wood. So we have no wood here. We have no wood here. Okay, cool. So we can't build the fire kit. I'm trying to cook right now, so leaf wood. Let's go ahead and collect. This leaf feels very important. The root is needed. So let's get the root, the sludge, and then 1 root, 1 sludge. Just like that. Cool. And then we'll go ahead and draw a hazard. So this is evade, outwit. There's no survival icon. I'm going to get a battery if I pass, and addiction if I fail, which would suck. So let's hope we get 5+. All right, we got an 8, so this is good. We're not addicted to anything. Awesome. Moving on. Okay, so where are we at? We're trying to make it to, we might as well try to make it here. Hope that we get a fire. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to make it across the whole card. Maybe. We'll see. I could use cubes. Okay, so here we go. I need to make some distance here. I'm not getting that meat. So we got 2 hazards. 1, 2. This is not looking good. I'm going to go up 1, up 2. I'm going to spend one of my action cubes to use the warp action, which allows me to double the distance of one of my dice. So we'll go up another one there. Yeah, I'll do the flip. And there we go. Alright, so straight. Can't use that one. Could use this one. Let's do it. Do another warp action. So we're going to go up 1. This is perfect. Up 1, over 2. And that's it. And then we'll roll again. So that was a horrible roll, but at least no. Alright, let's go flip that. Use the wild. Get to the planet. And there we go. It's Frontier World. So 2. Meat! Yes! Yes, we got meat! And a fire! Okay, so I think this is almost more important than building our shelter at this point. We still need that wire, which we have not even come close to getting. But that meat is really important. Okay, so first things first, let's go and check out our food. And in the actual manual, when you have this, it's going to be like you're going to have these tabs on this booklet. So you can just grab the tab. The tab will say like food, and you just grab the tab, and you're going to flip right to food. It's going to be so snappy. That's the goal. All right, so if we have 2 meat and a root, we can go up 3 hunger, which is great. So we haven't collected anything. I'm going to grab 1, 2 meat. I'm going to get an extra root. Actually, I don't know yet. 2 meat and a root. We have 2 crops and a fungus. I need the fungus. I need 4 meat, essentially. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go up 3 meat. Okay. And immediately I'm going to get rid of that condition. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then I'm going to do 1 leaf and 1 root. I did my meat, my root, and then my fungus. And that's going to remove this condition, thank God. So let's put hallucinations back. That's one of the scarier conditions. All right, so hallucinations is gone, but now we're still hungry. So I'm actually going to spend 2 cubes to get 2 meat because her action is I can remove any action cube to collect an additional resource at your current location. So I'm going to remove 2 action cubes to get 2 more meat. And I still have 1 root. I'm going to go back and cook now. So just going back to Sylvan Wilds. Oh no, I'm not on Sylvan Wilds. I'm on the Vernon number 2. Okay, so meat. Meat, and I'm going to use the fire. Oh, I was on the wrong page. That's so sad. Oh no, I'm still on the wrong page. My bad. Okay, cool. So there's the fire. So I'm gonna cook now using my 2 meat and my 1 root, and that's gonna make me go up 3 hunger. So 1, 2, 3. still in danger mode. We're still in danger mode, but we're I'm just doing it so there's one marker everywhere. But that's going to help me get at least maybe to the end of the mission. And now I can focus a little bit more on getting that wire. So we have a leaf still. We have a fiber. I just need that wire, which is most likely going to come from this Titan wreck. Or sorry, that's a derelict ship. Yeah, derelict ship. So let me just double check the derelict ship. 100% wire. So there we go. That's what we need. Let's get there. In the meantime, I need to start thinking about still collecting for my hunger and stuff like that. So I could crop. I have crops. I could cook with. I could cook with the crops and a mushroom. So if I get some shrooms. All right, let's do it. So we're going to go down here. We didn't have the rest action, unfortunately. And now we're in the low stamina dice. This is about to flip over, but we don't have a condition. So I'll show you guys what happens when that triggers, which is probably most likely going to be right now. Yeah, so right now. So we are going to reset this, and because we don't have a condition, we have to roll the dice and to see what condition will affect this character. We're actually hoping for a 1 or 2, because that means nothing. So we got a 10, which is exertion. So we're exerted. These are in alphabetical order, I believe. Yeah. So 2 thirst, which is pretty bad. And like, ay, it's a lot of craziness to remove that. Okay. Let's move. So we're trying to get to here. So we have a forward. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna use a cube. I want to get into the drift. Let's hope it's not a right. Wild. Go up. Forward. Not bad flying. So we're going to go up 2, which is fantastic. And then it looks like left or left. I really don't want to go left. Even up scares me, but it's better than left. So now we're looking for that wild or a right or a straight. Fuck, left. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to take 2 stamina. 1, 2, nope, 2. To flip that to up. And this is not looking good. Now I can re-roll my dice. Oh, sorry, I did that wrong. This would go down. So this goes up still. Alright, so now we got right. And there we go. We made it. That's it. Okay. Derelict ship. One. Broken entry. Alright, so we got a resting spot. We got glass. We got the wire. So we're going to take the wire. I want the battery and glass as well. There's a lot of good stuff here. The battery and the glass. Yep. So battery. Where are you? And glass. I already have one glass. Battery, glass. Is there sludge? There is sludge. Yes, sir. Sludge. There's no mushrooms, that's for sure. 0 mushrooms. Okay, so I have one more item I'm going to take. What do we need here? Wood, fiber, leaf. I'll take the fiber. Right. And then we have a hazard. So here we go. All right, so we 4 plus we're going to win this. I feel like I've been working so hard to get rid of the one that was the worst roll in the entire world. Ugh, that sucks. Now I'm going to get a cut. So now we have a cut as well as exertion, which sucks. Yeah, I've been spending so much time like with these conditions. I haven't been able to like buy tech to make myself stronger. It's been really tough, but yeah, it's supposed to be tough. Okay, so that's that. We just need the fungus at this point, which we're going to get at the forest world. Oops. Yeah, 100% fungus. So right here. But we can craft the shelter. So we're going to craft the shelter right now for 1 leaf, which I believe I don't need yet. Okay, 1 leaf, 1 fiber, and 1 wire. So when you craft these things, they get slotted into your gear slots. This one doesn't have a condition to it. It's just a discard to use. So I can discard this and take a rest action at any location. Technically, I'm still at the location. So mission's been accomplished. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I feel like I need to take that rest. So I'm just going to flip this over to mark that it's been done. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and that's going to bring this down 1, this down 1, 1, 2, 3, again, down 1, down 1, and then I get to go 1 right there. Okay. Wow. I need to get the fire kit going or land on a place with fire so that we can cook some foods and some waters and stuff. So we have crops, which is good. We really need that fungus. Like, yeah, we have to get here or we're not going to survive. I think it comes down to that. It's make it to that location or die of hunger. So here we go. Let's go, Kimberly. All right, this is great. We got a 2 forward. I want to blast this, so I'm actually going to use a cube, and I'm going to go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have a 2 and a 2 to the right. I'm not going to use them. So here we go. We go down, this goes down, this resets, and then we can use another action. All right, so we got a wild. We're going to go into the drift. Go down 2. 2. We're not there yet. Go straight. That's the drift dice. I think I used the wild to get into the drift, so that's already been used. All right, so now I'm going to go down again. All right, we've got a forward by 2. This is perfect. So that's going to take us right beside it, and then we've got a wild. It's going to bring us right to the planet. We'll go down 1, reset our dice, head on over to the Sylvan Wilds, find our point of interest. It's 5, which is the Snare of the Fallen. So perfect. This has a fire and a tent and the root. And the sludge. This is perfect. Okay, good. So first things first, let's get that fungus. Let's get rid of these cards because they're going to kill us. So we need that fungus. So we're going to go ahead and get that fungus. There's 1. And now we have the glass. Yeah, we have the battery. So we're going to get rid of the battery. We're going to get rid of some sludge. We're going to get rid of a fungus. We're going to get rid of glass. And we're going to say goodbye to exertion. See you later. And now with this cut, we're going to go ahead and grab a root. Oh, but we need to eat too. We need to eat. So the fungus, I think we need more fungus. We're going to go up a fungus. We've already got 1, so that would be 2 resources. I think it's the root. 2, 3 resources. If I could get, yeah, that's it. 3 resources. I really should probably get that wood. No, it's too late. I need to eat. I need to eat. Alright, so food icons. Food items. We don't have enough meat, but we do have some crops. So we can do 2 crops and 1 fungus. So there's that. And then 1, 2. We have the fire icon. Excuse me. So I'm going to go up 3 hunger. 2, 3. Still have to worry about my thirst now. So thirst. It's mainly water. Yeah, if you can craft like these higher things, then it's amazing because you get like energy back. Some of them you get like your skill cubes can come back. So it makes it's worth it to invest in those higher up resources when you can. All right, I really want to get my sludge up, but I think we have enough now to at least make it to the Nexus hub, which is our last point that we want to hit before that gate, because there's nothing bad there, only good things. So let's go ahead and do a warp action. Let's get there. All right, so we're gonna go up 1, and then to the left. I have a left as well. So here's my up. Here's my left. Another warp action. This is perfect. We're going to go 1, 2. And then this is going to trigger 1, reset, and then 1 more because I took 2 damage. So this is kind of interesting. The cut is actually just a little cut. It doesn't really do much. But if I roll on the D12 8+, then the cut becomes infected. So that's going to suck. So 3. So we're still good. The cut is still just a cut. It is not an infected cut. So that's good news. And then we can continue on with our placing of dice. So we have a straight, and it looks like a right. I'll take the right, just to get me away from that wall. All right, so taking a condition. This sucks. It was a horrible roll. It's all crappy. Puts me right back where I was. I don't think I want to flip. Might as well just go to the right then. Get up against that wall. I have enough warp. Alright, so this is good. We got it forward. Ooh, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's sad. But 2 forwards. 1. So that's 1 forward. 1 right. Yes. And then 1 wild. And there we go. That puts us onto the Nexus. So the Nexus is a little different than the rest. It's actually a set of cards. So when you draw them, it sort of signals like it's a bit of a resting spot. So here I have a fire and I have a tent. But not only that, I have because I'm in Sector 1, I could trade resources now at the Nexus Hub for 2-to-1 cost. I also get a reward of +1 water and +2 thirst and +2 hunger right now. So that's fantastic. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2, much needed. I'm going to rest because I only have 2, so I won't have to go down. It's just a short little nap. And there's no resources here at this point. I don't have enough to drink anything to get my stuff up, so that's it. I'm going to call it there. And we're going to go 1 more warp. Oops, I think that was there. Just to get me into, there we go. So we will take, unfortunately, take a condition, but bam, we reached the gate. That's it. Sector 1 completed. Fantastic. I've been, is there time on this stream? Have I been streaming for how long? I don't even know. 58 minutes is showing. Nope. I don't know. That's not right. But yeah, it's, yeah, 58 minutes. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's exactly where I wanted it to be. So time 58. I'm just recording these because I have a document where I record my playtests. Did I die? No. But I was on the verge. Definitely on the verge of it. It was close. It was close. What else? Anything need to change? So I don't think so. In Sector 1, it felt pretty good. I don't feel any changes necessary yet. I just had really bad luck with the conditions and like the condition rolling over. If anything, I don't, because the thing is that I don't want to change things just to make it easy on me, right? To like be like, oh well, I could have, if I had meat earlier, then I would have been good. But that's not an excuse, I think, to like make it so that there's more odds of getting the resources you want, because there are tech that can do that. Like, if I was saying, okay, I know I'm having a problem getting this, then maybe like, okay, I'm not moving my ship fast enough, then I can like maybe invest in the drive spark, which will allow me to move forward, or the polar shift, which allows me to make turns easier. I could even get some more gear to help me with the tests. I even have like saws. Like I could have got a wire saw to get wood. The cantina, which would have been fantastic to get my thirst and help me collect water. So like there's things I just didn't invest because I was so focused on the hazards. So I would say like changes this level, no, there isn't. Obviously, I do a lot of flipping in the book, but the real actual product, like I said, will have those tabs. So you're just going to be like, okay, I need to go to the spacer cache. Bam, just flip the tab. It's going to be so snappy. Cool. I don't think changes here, other than maybe the single cubes. Instead of having to put cubes on over the place, like these tracks, just have a single cube. Again, that's going to come down to like textile playtesting. When I start playtesting for real with the actual components, is it more fun to be removing a cube and then replacing cubes? I don't know, so we'll see. Um, yeah, I also have a language discrepancy. Here it says an action cube, but the actual term is skill cube. So I'll write change, yes. Change. It's character card. Character card terminology. Gus, action cube. Term is wrong. Try to catch those now because terminology being consistent is tough. All right, cool. That's it. I'm just curious if I did land. Oh, I would have got an explosion. All right. So yeah, 58 minutes. I'm feeling like I wanna keep going. I don't think I'm gonna play through the entire sector 2, but um, the goal is to like save my progress and get to the next get as far as I can because I want to start playtesting sector 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset for a new sector. So what that does is you would take all your cards from the previous sector. Oh, I got to do this slowly one by one. Sorry guys, it's going to take a little second here to unlock these. There we go. I think I just got my ships in there. There it is. Come on. All right, so that was sector 1. So this is a bit of a legacy game as well. As you unlock new tuck boxes and new sectors, you're going to get new components and new things and new tricks. So here we are, sector 2. Now we're introducing the asteroid field. So asteroid field is a challenging sector of space that takes stamina to pass through. Each time you pilot through an asteroid field, move your stamina marker down 1 level. Moving through 2 asteroid fields forces the player to move down 2 levels on the stamina track. If the stamina is already at the bottom, move your hunger or thirst. So we already know about that. So here is our gate. And every sector gets longer. So it gets harder to survive. I also beat the mission, so I get my 3 cubes. I'll be taking those in a second. All right, so there we go. Start right there. So everything stays the same. I don't get any more stamina or anything like that. I did get a little bit of hunger and thirst. I still have a condition, which is unfortunate. But what I'm going to start doing now is I'm going to start planning for my eventual death in a way. So what that means is I'm just going to take this card. We used it. I'm going to put it back here. But I also am going to replenish 3 action cubes for passing that mission. Okay. So the ship's still doing well. We have 1 damage. Let's go to sector 2. It's time to get some gear. It really is. So here we go. Roll the dice. Looks like 4. So chart the frontier. The Frontier worlds are a proving ground. Conquer their challenges and become another forgotten soul scattered across their sands. Objective: visit 2 of the frontier worlds in this sector. And when you visit, you can kind of check off here in the actual book. You can put a marker there, or just write with a pencil that you checked one off. The reward: replace 3 skill cubes. Bonus: if you visit all 4 worlds in this sector, gain full stamina and replace 1 of your skill cubes. So we'll get 4 skill cubes back, but we'll replace our full stamina, which is fantastic if we visit all 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So pretty much every card we're going to have to hit those. I think we're going to make that priority. The other thing I'm noticing right off the bat is we have some new locations. So we have the Meaty Haven, the Pirate Sanctum. We have the Verdant something. I forget the name. But yeah, so there's some new locations here too. Let's take a quick look, and I think what we're going to do is target getting our thirst up. So the drink, but I want to do it, I don't want to just do a little herbal tea or drink some clean water. I'd like to get like vegetable broth. That would be the best. An energy drink. That would be really cool because of the 6 stamina. Or better yet, there's a spelling error. There's an error here. So these are drink items, but they say hunger. They should say thirst. I'm going to write that down. So sector 2, not even sector 2. It's just this is just the guide, quantum guide. Quantum guide, drink items. Wrong. Name. And I have hunger. Should be thirst. That's why we're testing. Cool. So yeah, we're gonna get thirst here. So this is doable. Like 2 plastic, 2 water, 2 meat. We have 1 water. We have no plastic. We're going for it. We're gonna visit this, and we're gonna get towards that. So here we go. Let's go. Bam, bam. This resets, and we're off. All right, so we're gonna go, yeah, +2, and then we're gonna get the 2, and then 1. I don't want to go over. I don't want to spend any more stamina yet, so. Alright. Take a condition. So now we're going to take a condition. Again, we have this small cut. We're going to go ahead and roll. So it looks like a 3. We're safe. The cut is not infected yet. So we're going to go up 2. Nope, we're going to go over 1. Because I don't want to go into that drift because I have such good rolls here with the up 2 and then up 1. And I feel like I should spend a cube to just make sure we make it there. And let's go ahead and go to the first of the frontier worlds. So I'm just going to take a cube and just say, okay, here's this. This is our first cube marking that we got 1 down. All right, let's see where we're going. So 10. Hidden doors. Ooh, lots of good stuff. So there's actually no fire or shelter, but there's some good stuff here. So I want to, yeah. Let's go quickly back to. I really wish I could just quick shot. So plastic. I need plastic. So we did 10. So good thing we have some plastic, we have some fungus, some glass, some wood. So here we go. We're gonna take the plastic. We're gonna take the fungus. We already have the fiber. I feel like I'm gonna take the wood next. So yeah, that was good. I need 2 plastic though. Ugh, you know what? I'm gonna return the wood and get the 2 plastics. So there we go. A little bit of sludge, that's what we need next. Sludge and meat. I think we're just gonna have to take a drink of something like this because I don't think we're getting sludge, root. I have a root. I have a fiber. I have sludge. And I don't know if we have a fire. No, there was nothing. There was no fire. Yeah, there was no fire. Okay, moving on. Here we go. Oh wait, no, don't do that. Do this. So far, still in high stamina. Okay, so this next tile, I'm going to try to get over to this because I really want the water that is going to be there, or the crops. So we're going to go up 1, up 2. We're going to take a condition, go to the right. So that's all 3 dice. All right, so I'm going to go over 1, up 1. Is it that important? No. So we just did this one. All right, so one more. I'm going to go up 2. So that's using this one and this one. No, I don't want to go down. The flip isn't that important yet. Over 1. This is where it's going to be important to manipulate that dice if we need to. Into the drift. It wants me to go up. I don't want to go up because if I go up, I'm skipping right by it. So I'm going to flip. So I'm going to go over here. At least I'm going to have a chance to like maybe get a double or something, or use one of my cubes and I can get the right. Okay, so here we go. This did it. So I have a wild, so I'll use the wild, spend one of my cubes, and that's going to shoot me right onto it. So when you do that, because it's a double, you ignore like what's in front of you, unless it was an asteroid field. So asteroid fields, you have to take this thing for, you have to take 2. All right, so here we go. We're into the Verdant Heaven. 7. So undetonated mines. All right, so we have a camp and a fire. This is fantastic. We have meat, crops, sludge, crops twice. That's not fun. So this is the verdant heaven in undetonated. Crops twice. Fix that up. Cool. Let's get healthy. So, yeah, I think what I'm going to do too is I'm going to just like print the food and the drink items and have that as like, yeah, at least in Tabletop Simulator, have it as a separate thing here so I don't have to keep flipping back and forth because it is so important that you see this. I think we could do this one to tell you the truth. I think we can get really close. 3 crops, 3 water, 1 fungus, 1 leaf. And we're on 7. So crops, sludge. Okay. No, I'm not going to be able to do it. So close though. I think I can do. So we have the 2 plastic. We're going to get the 2 meat. So let's go to 2 meat right now. 1, 2. The water would be the 3rd. 3. There we go. 2 meat, 2 plastic, 2 water. Let's go ahead and drink that. At number 7. Yeah, so crops, sludge, meat. We did it. And now we're going to go ahead and do 2 meat, 1, 2, 2 water, and 1 plastic, I believe. Again, I'm just going to extract this thing. In fact, what I'm going to do, oops, that's the wrong thing. Aha. Smart. There we go. Food items right there. And then this can stay on. There we go. Okay, so 2 crops, we did it. Not food, water item. 2 water, we did that. 2 plastic, we did that. And then 2 meat, we did that. So we're going up 5 thirst. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is perfect. And return a spent cube. Awesome. Okay, so now that our thirst is good, our hunger is not so bad, it's time to like invest in actual gear. So I'm going to target. Don't want a combat item. I want something. Reduces item. I think I'm going to go for a ship item. So maybe the drive spark. Reduces condition to move the SS Raptor 1 sector square to the right or left. So that's cool. I'm going to take this and I'm going to bring it down. Oops, sorry for making people dizzy. Down here, sort of my target. So we need 2 wire, 1 glass, 1 salvage. So we have the salvage, we don't have the glass, we don't have the wire. And we need to hit this to do our next mission. So before we move, I am going to do my rest action. So 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and work. Just when you have low stamina, the those low stamina dice, they just cause so much problems because there's not a lot of forward motion. Ooh, again with the 3, 1, 2, or 2, and then 3. So here we go. Let's see if our cut has become infected. We've been ignoring it for a while. So 5. D12 if the result is equals game 1 infected cut. No, it's not. So we're good. We're not infected yet. And let's move. So straight, 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 straight. Gained a mushroom. We just found it floating in space. And I do not want to go over 2. Yeah, I do. It's scary, but I do. Alright, so we're going to go under the drift. Really want to get that left, which we got. So into here, just going to lower our stamina by 1. Alright, so one more condition. And it looks like wilds. So we'll use 1 wild to make it to the planet. There we go. Alright, so we're coming up on to the second objective. So I will copy this and paste it. There's 2. And let's see where we're going. 7. So the Guardian automation. Right here at the top. So salvage, glass, fiber, plastic. I think that's everything we need. Glass we need, salvage we need. We just need that wire. There's no wire here. Salvage, glass, fiber, plastic. Let's take the salvage. Take the fiber. No, take the plastic. And take the glass. We need the glass. All right. Cool. And then we have a hazard. So we're looking at, we're sector 2, so 5 plus. I'd really like to get that fiber, and I really don't want to get a skin rash. So, but we have a 4 plus to beat this, which is pretty cool. So 4 plus. We have no tech that can help us yet. We got it. So we're not getting a skin rash, and we are getting some fiber. Just put that off to the side. Alright, so that's done, and now we're back to warping. I don't see a point in trying to get to the meaty haven, unless, of course, wire is 100%. So, let's see. Wire is 50%, which is pretty good. Maybe we'll try it. So, we can go, that's not good. That's not going to do anything. Alright, there's 1 flip. We'll do a flip. It's going to put us into the drift. We'll go down 2. Just going to put us into the drift again. It's going to get us up 1 or right. We'll go down 2. 1, 2. Let's go to the right. Yep, and then we'll go down 1 more to flip and scoot over 2. So lots of stamina, but we pulled it together. We made it. Hopefully it was worth it. I really want that wire. So let's go ahead and see where we're at. 5. So echo chamber. We got it. So we got the wire. We got some sludge, some meat as well. I think it might be time to start thinking about hunger. So let's go ahead and get the wire. I'm going to get 2 wires. I'm going to get a meat, and I'm going to use a cube to get a last meat. Because meat and root, which we have one. Perfect. All right, so we're on 5. 5 has fire actually, so I could do this right now. I could cook this this meat. So I'm going to cook the 2 meat, 1, 2, with the root, and that's going to go up 3 hunger. All right, I'm feeling better, feeling better. Just so you guys know, because I don't want to show you guys what happens when it does happen, but if your hunger or thirst ever reach the bottom, then you have to bring down your main health. Excuse me, your main health. And if your main health ever reaches the end, it's game over. So that's how you slowly die. Like you slowly die of hunger or thirst, or your ship explodes. Those are sort of the game end conditions. And you can see how that kind of escalates quickly. Get rid of these things. Don't need them. Get rid of these. Don't need them. All right, cool. Where was I? I visited the location. It was number 5. I got the stuff. I cooked the thing. There's no hazard, so time to move on. I'm pretty low on stamina right now, which is not good. Not good at all. So we're going to go here, go down, our last one. We really need to make it to a location with a shelter. Just see what's next. I'd like to think maybe that's the best spot to go. 60% chance. Nope. I think I'm just gonna blast right up. Oh, you know what though? Let's build my gear. We did so. Yeah, we've been working so hard for that. So 1, 2 wire, 1 glass, and 1 salvage, and we can equip this officially. And it has 3 condition. So how the conditions work is anytime I want to use this icon to help me in a skill test, I can lower the condition, and depending on how many icons there are, I might get more or less chances to use that icon. As well, I can lower, so I can reduce this item's condition to move the SS Raptor 1 square to the right or left. So if I'm ever in need, like desperate, I can hit the spark drive and move right or left. And there's future technologies in the game. Actually, this is in the wrong spot. It should be over here because it's an item. There's future technologies and mods that allow you to like change the condition level and repair things and stuff like that too. So, you know, if you have an item that you really like, there are ways of sort of like keeping its condition value up. All right, so we're moving on. I'm going to go ahead and pull the dice, and I'm just going to grab the next item that I want to sort of target. And I think I'm going to go ahead and target the quantum cantina. Oh, and also because I built that, I've unlocked it. So I'm just going to grab this, and I'm going to mark that this is now done. So my next playthrough, I don't have to do that again. If I die, I can go right to the second tier. All right, moving on. I didn't roll the dice yet, or maybe I did, but I don't remember, so I'm gonna roll again. So 2. Looks like we got straight, and left. So 1, 2. I'm not gonna go left. All right, now we got right, which I'll do. Right. So now we're going to go ahead and reset the conditions. We're going to see if we're infected yet. So 5, we're not infected. And straight. Straight, definitely. Sucks. Stamina is so low. Can't really do too much. So another condition. So straight times 2, which will put me here. And then I would hope to go right, or straight times 1 and go here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's risk it. Straight times 1, hit the hazard, pull a leaf, perfect. Oh, I forgot. There's more cards, so I forgot to mix those in. Do I blast by? Yeah, let's blast by. And then I'm going to go over 1 and let this thing see what happens. Can't go wrong. 2. Wild. I think I'm going to go here. Yep, I'm going to go. So that, I can't go any lower, so I have to take my hunger down 1. This can reset. And then we can visit the Pirate's Sanctum. We're already there. Cool. 6. Sludge, wood, meat, sludge, crops, battery. Ooh, battery. What do we need for our item? 2 glass, 2 salvage. 6. Salvage. So let's take the salvage. I might just look at something else as well. So, what fiber? Plastic, fiber. Let's do that. Plastic, fiber. 6. There's no plastic fiber. The sludge and meat again. I feel like we're just doing the same thing, but sludge twice. And I already took the salvage. Okay, so that's it. And see what happens. So we have 4 plus, and we also, if we wanted to, we could spend a condition for the drone, but that's hard to say. So 5, we got it. So we're going to get crops. We're going to avoid getting poisoned, which is fantastic. Nobody likes poisoning. All right, cool. We're moving out of this location. There's nothing else we can do here. So we're good. Oh, yeah, we're good. Let's move. So we're still in really low. I'm going to actually just quickly see if I can build a shelter. So leaf, fiber, wire. No wire. 1 leaf. Lots of fiber. So I just need that wire. Okay. Let's go. Pretty sure I already moved the warp down. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, right. Left. Sorry about that. Two. See if we're infected yet. It's going to happen eventually. 7. Nope. All right. 2 straights. That's good news. Straight, straight. That's nice. ×2. Ow. We skipped right over the planet. That's unfortunate. Oh, and we're going to miss this one, which is the mission. We're not going to get all 4. That's all right. Let's take the water down. These low stamina dice really do lay on the conditions, and there's like not much advancement. All right, we got forward, forward. I'm gonna spend a cube to jump into the drift here. So this is going to cause damage to the ship because I'm going to crash into an impedable wall. So now I have to decide if I want to flip it for 2 stamina. Because my stamina is low, that means I'm going to have to bring down my hunger or thirst by 2. I think I'd rather take the damage. So there we go, damage, and let's hope that doesn't happen again. And it just did. So there's another damage. So stamina down. I used that dice, so I still have this dice. Oh no, I used all my dice to get into the drift, so got a little confused what happened there with that combo. Wow. There we go. We're finally infected, so this gets discarded. And now we get an infected cut. Do I not have that card? Oh, here it is. So now our cut is infected. That's sad. It's not looking good. Not looking good. Alright, let's continue on our journey. Placing dice, right? So straight. Times 2 forward. I'll take it. All right, we're going to the forest world. We got a 1. So we got a fire. We can cook. We got some meat, some leaves. We needed a glass. We did not get glass. We have lots of salvage. We could use the wood because the shelter. No, the wire. Is there wire? Have no wire, but the crops, the fungus is good. Meat would be nice. Hunger is low, not super low. I think I'd rather try to build something. Reduce the science condition by 1 to ignore hazard results on the drift dice. If the hazard at your location features the keyword, you may increase the science condition by 1 to a maximum of 3. I'd really like to have the energy impulsor, 2 batteries, and 2 salvage. Do we have batteries at number 1? No. We have the 2 salvage. I'd also really like to get to the plasma lighter, so 1 salvage, 1 wire. It's this wire that's really killing me right now. I need to get some wire. I'm going to take the crops because we're going to need to eat soon. And there's actually a fire. So 1 crop, I'm going to then spend 2 crops, 1 shroom to go up 3. 1, 2, 3. And finally, I have 2 more items I can grab. I'm going to grab the leaf for sure. I feel like the wood would be a good investment. It's hard to get wood. Yeah, 2 wood. 2 wood. Perfect. All right, there we go. Done. And then there is a hazard, unfortunately. So here we have the survival icon and the word defend and traverse. We have no keywords here that's going to help us. So we're looking at 4 plus. So 3. We did not get it, which is unfortunate. 4 plus, and we rolled a 3. Can I do anything? Not with that. If I had some survival gear, I could. Alright, well, that's a loss. We're going to get exertion again. Which sucks because we're at like the lowest we are. We have no stamina, so that's going to be a problem. Cool. Moving on. We did all the things, and now we are moving on. We're almost done the sector though. We're almost dead, but we're not. I can't say we're almost dead. We just don't. The stamina is a real issue right now. It's going to slowly kill us if I can't get it back up. Maybe eat something. Vegetable soup. 2 sludge, which we have. 2 crops we do not have. 2 shrooms we do not have. 2 roots we do not have. Like, it's expensive, but yeah, 6 hunger. Okay. Drink items. What do we got? We've got 2 sludge. Do we have a plastic? We do. I think just for fun, I'm gonna drink that. So 2 sludge, 1, 2, 1 plastic, because we're still at the location technically, and it had a fire, so we're gonna go up 3 thirst. All right, cool. That'll help us out a little bit. Oh, wrong dice. I wish. All right, so we got a wild. Right, and then a left. I don't want to use the left. So we got up, left, and wild. Yes, we made it to the Aqualand. Aqua World 2. So we are at, oh, that's funny. The 2 appears to be a 7. So there's that. Aqua. Point of interest 2 is 7. Thanks. Okay. Yes, a tent. Tent. We're definitely taking advantage of the tent because we just ate. So we're going to go up 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, and we're going to go down 2. 1, 2, 2. Yes, that is what we needed. We definitely needed that tent. And now we have some stuff as well. Meat, crops, sludge, fungus, root. And I'm going to target this. So do we have leaf? We do. I'm going to get, the leaf is fine. The fungus is fine. The crops, we need 3. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And the sludge, we need 3, and I have 0. So I'm going to go 1, 2. I don't want to give 2 cubes away. Nope, I'm not doing 2 cubes at this point. I'm just know that I'm getting close. That's what I'm doing here. I'm still looking for that glass and the salvage, which we do not have yet. Cool. Moving on. No hazard too, which is fantastic because maybe we can get rid of one of these. Glass, fungus, battery. So we don't have a battery. We do have the fungus. We don't have sludge. And we don't have glass, which sucks. We do have 2. That wire is still a problem. The root we don't have. Ugh, I can't even get rid of my infected cut. This is not good. I'm about to get just destroyed when the conditions happen. Alright, let's keep going. This is nice. Over 2. And then we have wilds. Alright. Alright. I'm going to try it. So we're going to go over 1 into the drift. It's going to send me back, or I can go up 1. I'm going to go up 1, and then I'm going to go down because I'm on the asteroid. Then I'm going to use my wild and go over 1. up 2, up 1. So we're going to go up 1. And we're going to land on the derelict ship. Number 10. Ooh, we have a camp, which I will use. 1, 2, 3. Uh, 10. So salvage, glass, plastic, wire, battery. These are all amazing things. 2 glass would be awesome. But also getting rid of this would be awesome. So battery and glass. Glass, battery, and sludge we don't have yet. Fungus we have. 10. Yeah, there's no food items there. Okay. So what about wire? There is wire. Let's get a wire. And so we got 1 glass. Let's get 2 wires. I'm feeling kind of desperate. We got the battery, 2 wires. I believe I got a glass as well, which means I have to spend one of these. Okay. Well, I could build this. So 2 and 2. I can't build it yet. Unless I don't take the battery. Yeah. 1, 2, not wood. Glass. 1, 2. 1, 2. So we're going to build this. And it's got 3. This is the quantum canteen. Cool. So I'm honestly thinking that there's no way I'm going to survive at this rate. We'll see. I got to start thinking about. So in this game, what happens is I have this gear, and if I die, right before I die, I can tuck this gear into the quantum epsilon tuck box, and it becomes sort of stored. And then my next playthrough, I can use that. That'll be available to me. But if I die before I get it tucked, then I can't use it. So I really have to start thinking about like what I'm going to do with that stuff. Anyways, let's keep going. So we did our stuff, we did our thing, and obviously there is a danger here, and we're on sector 2. So we need 5 plus, 4 plus because of the symbol, and we're going to get another affected cut, which would be horrible. So 6. So we made it. So I'm actually going to get a leaf for that, which I will gladly take. Oh, also I wanted to point out on the board, if you're ever wondering like where do you get crops, these symbols actually tell you that you can get them at the sanctuary or the Verident. Like this is where it's 100% found. So you don't always have to go to the book. You can just look here and be like, okay, wood is 100% on the wood planet and 100% at the pirate haven. You know, so it gives you a little bit of a help to just identify where things are quickly. I often forget about that. Cool. Moving on. So we're going to go ahead and warp. We're at full speed. I don't remember if I had to visit just 3 or just 2 of these worlds, but well, that sucks. I can't go forward. I'll go this way. 1. And then forward 1. Don't get left or right. That's not good either. 1, 2. And this resets. So now I'm taking 2 thirst, and then 1 thirst, 1 hunger. So you can see how those really stack up quickly. I feel like I already rolled that. 1 forward, another forward. Let's risk it. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. Burst up 2. I'm not going to risk going into another one. All right, we got forward. I could go over 2. Let's risk it, because I need to hit that planet. Yeah, that's exactly what I was hoping for. Some fiber, nonetheless, which is fantastic. So 2 fiber, 1 leaf. All I need is the root, and we've got enough to get rid of one of our conditions. So let's hope that that happens. So we are at the sand planet. I wasn't expecting to play for so long, but I'm getting hooked right now. So, all right, 5. We have a fire. We have a tent. We have the root, which is exactly what we need. So we're gonna get 1 root. Heck, I'm gonna get 2 roots just to be safe. Is there a wire here? 5. There's glass, meat, plastic. Let's get the plastic. The glass. And I have to take down root by 1 because I overextended myself. Okay, so we're definitely going to get rid of 2 fibers, 1 leaf, 1 wire, and 1 root. And see you later, infected cut. And we just have this exertion to worry about, which is going to be deadly. That's going to be a battery, some sludge, fungus, glass. We have the glass. That's it. That's all we have. All right, cool. Let's see. I don't know if there was 5. Yeah, so we have to do a hazard. And this is 5 plus. I'm looking for 5 plus. Oh, so we didn't get it. That sucks. I could use. No, I can't do anything. It's only going to be 1. So we're going to get an infected cut, which is horrible. We just got rid of it. That sucks. All right, let's get out of here. Screw this planet. So, 1 of these. Oh, 2 of those. And we're going straight 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I went through a asteroid field. I just saw something that's pretty awesome, so I'm going to get to it as well. So I'm going to use these 2 wilds here, and I'm going to go 1, 2, and I'm going to land on a Nexus hub, and I'm going to get plus 2 thirst, plus 2 hunger, plus 4 stamina. So these things are awesome. So 4, 1, 2, 1, 2. And I can also do a trade 2 for 1. Do I want to do a trade 2 for 1? Wire this leaf. Oh, I can do it now. Hold on. Wire, fiber, leaf. Just got myself a shelter. That's amazing. I really needed that shelter. So that's going to make it so that I can take a rest action on a place if there isn't any thing. All right, cool. Let's keep going. Let's get off this thing. Let's get out of here. 1. We're just kind of like putting along. I actually might see if I can get over to the other Nexus hub. Yes, we got it. 2. Plus 4, nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 4 stamina. 1, 2. Take it. And then a trade, but I don't want to trade. Over to, there's a wild. Up 1. Take one of these. All right, cool. We made it. So that's it. That's the end of the round. I believe we did the mission. So sector 2, we have 2 of them. Visit any 2, so we did it. So we can go up 3 skill cubes, which isn't a lot because we spent a ton that round. Cool. But we have some gear. We have to worry about thirst a little bit, but we'll tackle that in the next mission. And yeah, I'm not going to start 3 yet. I think that I'm going to save it. So games, save. Awesome. That's it. That's all I got. So yeah, guys, follow along. I'm going to be doing more of this in the future. That is 2 hours, and we did 2 sectors. We're right on time for about where I want the timing to be. And yeah, if you have any questions or anything, yeah, drop them in the comments. If you're seeing this at a later date, you want to know more information, I'll be happy to answer it. So yeah, next playthrough in a couple days, we're going to tackle Sector 3 for the first time. So join me. It's going to be fun. And that's